It's the hustle on that porch. I survived the films. Being broke at 40, give a nigga the chill. Being broke at 40, give a nigga the chill. Being broke at 40, give a nigga the chill. It's been a short, hard life full of stress and mess. Being broke at 40, give a nigga the chill. Being broke at 40, give a nigga the chill. Being broke at 40, give a nigga the chill. It's been a short, hard life full of stress and mess. All I had was my mind and my strength.
Alright, peace to the universe. It's your brother Tariq back with the A1 podcast. You know what I mean? It's been a little bit. Try to do a quick turnaround. And as always, we hope you join us on this road called life, man, this journey. And hope to keep building so that we can keep building a stronger community and solving some of our issues that we have. You dig? And as you can see, I got a guest.
Hey, my name is Tink.
And, you know, we're going to build, you know what I mean? And hopefully she'll be a recurring guest as also. So tell them a little bit about yourself, Tink.
My name is Tink. I'm 22 years old. I'm a mom. I'm technically considered a single African-American black woman, so you can kind of see, like, my perspective on things and what area it's coming from.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a build. I mean, we trying to bridge the gap in our community because it seems like we're fractured people, we're scattered people, everybody's in their own corner, and it's like a me society. So the only way we can come back together is if we have these uncomfortable conversations. You know what I mean? And try to find some common ground. You dig?
Right.
Alright, so I ain't gonna hold y'all too much, you know what I mean? It's a lot going on. Like I said, I ain't been here weekly or bi-weekly like I like to be, but you know, I got another episode that just came out, and this is the next week, so we trying to do multiple, sometimes maybe even 2 a week if I can get the guests and all that. But today we're gonna talk about Asian hate. I seen this guy in NYC, he got convicted of assaulting several Asian women, you know what I mean? And before I elaborate my opinion on this matter, I want to see what the young lady Tink has to say and her thoughts on that, you know what I mean, as an original woman.
Can I ask where this assault took place?
Well, supposedly this assault took place in NYC. And this one man supposedly assaulted 7 women. So he's going down for that. But remember, it was a big thing last summer about Asian hate. Black people just hate Asians, or the indigenous people just attack the Asian community. Where does this hate come from? The Asian community loves us.
I'm not really sure where the Asian hate comes from. I can't really think of the root of that issue. I've never really seen it as black versus Asian. Never heard of that until recently.
Okay, well, I could put it like this. Confidently, I could say it's been an underlying issue in our areas, in our quote unquote neighborhoods, because of the fact that a lot of the time we live in very close proximity to one another.
Okay.
And I don't know how many foreigners that you actually know, but the few people
Actually,
that
I have
know,
a lot of foreign friends.
right? So when you talk to them and you get real about how they get their green cards and stuff like that, a lot of times when they're in those rooms, they're told not to associate with us. You know, and they're told that we're scum, this, that, and the third. And if you want to get real about it, this is how other countries come to make their wealth here, and other nationalities come to make their wealth here in this corporation called America, because they have to get the biggest consumer on the planet to spend their income with them. And so in our communities, we're always spending our money with them, whether it be the pork fried rice and all that,
Hair stores.
that nail stores, etc. I feel like you got something right on the side, other side, right there. Other side, right there. Other side, right here. Like this. Up, by your nose. Got it. You got it. Oh, put it back.
What is it?
I don't know. Price from you now. You got it. You got it. So, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's always been a little tension there. Like you can even see it in the old movies or whatever, like Menace to Society. You know, when Old Dog shot the dude in the store because he talked a little slick to him. It's like, you know, in our communities, you feel like foreigners come and look down their nose at you. But I said that to say this, it's not like it was a straight targeted thing towards other nationalities or cultures. Like, oh, I just hate them because, you know, they foreigners. You know, I hate them. I hate Asians. I hate Latinos. I hate Arabs. No, it's not that. I don't like, I personally don't like anybody who wants to come into my community and become a bloodsucker of the poor and take all our resources, knowing that they're limited as they are. But we'll talk about that later. You know what I'm saying? Take all our resources, basically building their infrastructure off our backs, and then look down their nose at us. That's a problem. But I don't foresee just running down on, like, you know, Asians. Like that ain't that. I agree with you there. That has never really been a thing to my knowledge. Yeah, there's Asians. We just gonna go get at them. Since when?
See, but I kind of find that a problem because if some of
Speaking to the mic.
I said I feel like that's a problem because if the root of black on Asian hate, if that's the root of the issue, how is that their fault?
The Asian?
Yeah.
It's not a black on Asian thing. Just, I mean, what do you think about what happens to those sisters who get jumped on by those men in those hair stores?
Right.
So is it an Asian on black thing?
No.
And then you
It's
have
Asian hate thing.
right. So then you have people that, you know what I'm saying, like China Mac, who's a rapper from NYC, but who also grew up in foster homes and stuff like that with, you know, Asiatic people, understands what we're saying, because it's like we don't talk about the dislike for Asians, but in those households where they speak in Mandarin or whatever they speak in, they talk about the distrust and negative attitudes towards our people.
Right.
It's openly talked about amongst foreigners. See, we personally are the most accepting people on the planet.
We are.
And sometimes, now I'm not going to say sometimes, a lot of times that's to our own detriment, right? I don't have to hate you. I don't have to wish you any harm. But at the same time, I don't need to deal with you like you don't need to deal with me.
Right.
Because all you want from me is it's a chapter in the 48 Laws of Powers. It's like you got to give and take. So they're giving you something at what you would think is a discount price, right?
Right.
But they're taking your resources. So they give you these Chinese food stores, and most of the people that own them aren't even Chinese, they're Korean.
Right.
That's another thing. So they're taking your resources with that, but they're offering you unhealthy food. The food is in recycled grease that they don't clean, where the health inspector comes through and shuts them down. And then what they do is they open up the same store again in their cousin's
Different name.
Right. So basically, they're poisoning us with unhealthy food. That's how you get high blood pressure and diabetes. But it's not on them, because all they do is provide it. We're the fools that go there and eat it. You see what I'm saying?
And we'll continue to go there.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Those people who have no knowledge of self. Because
Right.
my grandfather said two things to me. He said, first of all, when have you ever been at an Asian store and noticed them taking out the garbage? They don't. Two, when do you notice them eating the same shit that they serve you?
Never.
See, when they're in the back, they eating something
They're
different.
eating their own thing. They're
Right.
eating their own food.
Right, they're eating, everything they're eating in the back is like mostly green and stuff like that. The meat that they're serving you, they don't eat that shit. And that's just the fact. And then shout out to my uncle. He came at me one time. I ain't gonna hold you. I used to fuck that General Tso's chicken up. It was the shit. He said, man, listen, black man, you know you eating rat. I said, man, you bullshitting. I'm fucking it up, putting the duck sauce on that shit, anything. But he like, you notice that's why I fucked your stomach up, right? Because rats carry so many diseases. Then it came out when YouTube started popping, somebody caught a video of money.
Remember the tails were popping up in the Chinese chicken?
No, I didn't even see that. I seen a dude skin the rat. He skinned it, right? He got all the fur off it, chopped the feet and tail and the head off. And then when he opened it up, the meat was white. And he was serving that shit like he had a whole bunch of rats. And he was giving it to people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, but see.
Have you ever noticed that? I'm sorry. Have you ever even noticed that, like, when you go to eat at these restaurants, the chicken isn't even the same texture?
No, it's never.
Chicken.
That's like McDonald's. They said now we serving real chicken. So what the fuck was you serving us before? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, come on, we don't have Red Lobsters in the hood. We don't have Olive Garden on the corner, but we got a McDonald's and a Chinese store on every corner.
Right, we do.
So, and I said that to say this, you know what I mean? It's not that we hate them. It's just that it's a realization. Now, some people, they vibrate on a lower frequency. So the only way they can correct their actions is by you acting out and using physical force. But that doesn't mean the 50 million of us here are running down on Asian people. Most of us ain't even being bothered with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, or we're cool with somebody who's Asian or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But I don't wake up like, man, damn Asian motherfuckers.
Right.
I gotta get one. No. You see what I'm saying? That ain't even the thing. They're in the system and they're benefiting from the system, and we're not benefiting from the system. So, I think that's it. And I think that the Asian hate is another manufactured thing to give us guilt, as so many other things, you know what I mean? And we'll touch on another one of them, later in this episode. But, that's all I want to say about that episode. That topic.
Okay. Well, the Asian hate thing, I think I knew what situation you were talking about, but I wasn't sure if it was like a directed situation for Asian women. I thought it was several women, majority Asian.
What it is, see, my thing with it is, it became a thing. It became a thing, you know what I'm saying, last year. Right?
I remember that period of time where a lot of Asian hate was going on.
But I think, but this is my problem. I'm under the belief that things are psyop because we gotta steer shit in different directions, right? Because at that point in time, the country was at a fever pitch up behind George Floyd, right? We were all upset about that. You had white people out there, you had Asian people out there, you had Arab people, you had all the people saying what's happening to the indigenous people of this country, it needs to stop, and we're tired of it. The fact that all these people were united, go ahead, you can put those down, brother. This is almost like Drink Champs. This is like, he's like the Mr. Chan and shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like it was so much of that. It had to be a misdirection. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that they embed things and do different things. They'll go ahead and throw you off. Because remember, at the beginning of that year, it was all about the virus, the pandemic, right?
Right.
And then the George Floyd thing happened. Then all of a sudden, it wasn't about that no more. It's tired of watching people, my neighbors, people I go to church with, my co-workers getting treated like that.
Right.
And this is for groups outside of our community. They was even getting tired of it, right? Hey, yo, do me a favor, close that door. Y'all letting bugs in here.
I remember when they tried to blame Asian hate on the pandemic.
Yeah, they was, you know what I'm saying? They was saying it was the president's, he still didn't close the door. Close that door for me. So, yeah. So they were trying to say it was because of the president or whatever. But it wasn't really because of the president. It was, it was some people, like the dude in Atlanta who ran down on the women in the spa, maybe it could have been that, but nah, it was just, I think a lot of that shit was crimes of opportunity, and it didn't matter if they were Asian or anything. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It
It
would have
just-
been, it would have been
It
whatever.
would have been anybody.
Right. Now, the one in Atlanta, it's because of Born Day, turn up. Excuse me. The one in Atlanta, though, it seemed very pointed at the Asian people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was few and far in between because let's keep it a band. The Asian population only makes up 2% of the total population of the country. So it's not an Asian thing. If people were trying to eradicate Asians out of the country, it would be a thing. They would be fleeing to their native countries. It's not that.
Right.
I think it's society.
Hey.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like that's I was always told to look at the picture and then step back and look at the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see it clearly. You know what I mean? Just the game I got, I'm trying to pass on, you know what I mean?
I'm listening.
Right,
I'm
right.
taking it in. When I don't know, I just sit back and listen.
We got 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth. We should look, listen, and observe more than we speak. You dig? That's it. So you good on the Asian hate?
Yeah.
No doubt. How do you feel about people worshiping these celebrities? The idol worship going on in the most Christian, supposed Christian free nation in the world?
I think it's stupid.
I'm gonna give you applause for that.
Especially for my generation. We were just talking about this today. It's sickening.
Okay.
People make it a thing to post on social media and post their every move and accomplishments because they feel like it's validation. And then they also see these rappers and just anything that they post, people basically want to do the same thing. They want to be that person. They want to live their life. They want the money, the fame, the attention. It's sick.
Here's a question, because it kind of started with my generation when the social media thing first popped off.
What social media?
Nah, I'm gonna keep when they first started with the Facebook and all that. I'm going to the store to get a Coca-Cola, what I'm saying?
Right, status.
Right, but for us, the question was, did fame become more important than the money?
Yes. Because as long as you look like you have it together, who can tell you that you don't?
The rent man,
What if you don't have rent?
car man,
What if you don't have a car?
did he live under a bridge?
What if you live with a parent that's just
Well, see,
cradling you your whole life?
okay, see, and then we had to keep it a band with that. If you're in that position and you're not striving to level up and you're moving for clout, you're still a child.
Right.
Because I talk to people about this on a regular basis, because there's people who are 40, 50, 60 years old that still move with the mind of a child.
That still do the same things.
It's not the same thing. It's childish level, right?
Mm-hmm.
At a certain point, you're supposed to be about your business, right? And this is why I think there's such a big mental health gap in our community, because a lot of people start feeling depressed after a certain age when they start looking across the aisle at their counterparts from the Caucasus Mountains, right?
Right.
So in the Caucasus Mountains, most of them cats look at you like, yeah, the fuck you doing with your life? You got a lot of jewelry and shit, but I've been owning houses since I was 23. What
Right.
about you? When then a lot of us come from families who, most of the people in the family never even owned a home. You dig what I'm saying? They don't even know about mortgage and how to create generational wealth. You're creating generational wealth by having property.
Right.
Because your kids can sell that property, leverage that property for financial gain, right?
They're not teaching that though.
They're not supposed to. You are a captive person. In your own, this is our own society, but you're still a captive of war, right? Mm-hmm. Now, just because everybody ain't running down on you with the gun on you all the time, they might yoke a few Sandra Bland's up every now and again to let you know that you need to stay in line to a degree, but you know what it is. And my thing is a lot of the young people have forgotten because they act like it ain't what it is. Excuse me, or what it's always been since the inception of this corporation called America, right? It's been that, and it's going to be that until we come together and create at least our own financial basis. Until we can do that, we stuck because everybody else, they keep giving passes. Come on to America, land of milk and honey. And when they get here, what they doing? Oh, they're throwing it all on your back. And then not understanding the circumstances and the nation that we built, which was our nation to begin with, you fucked up. Like, true story, just today. I went to get gas, right? And my money was a little tied up on one of my cards. So I went, the car was declined. Everybody know that's embarrassing, right? But here's the funny thing. I know I had them, right? So, I'm trying not to think too much about it, while this dude is looking at it. He's a foreigner. I'm trying not to judge him, hoping he don't judge me.
Right. Not trying to assume the worst.
Right. So I'm like, hold on, let me step outside and make a phone call. So I'm making a phone call, and I'm like, damn, the institution don't open at 9 o'clock. It's only 8:15. I said, all right. So I had to, nickel and dime a little bit to do what I had to do. But it was all my money. And even when the other money got situated, it was still all my money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I just felt the way because when I went back into his establishment, I felt like he was looking at me like I was less than.
Right, like you couldn't afford it.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I think it was even deeper than that for me. I felt like he was trying to look down his nose at me like I wanted to ask him for a handout. And at that point in time, I felt a little, what's called black rage. It's an actual legal term, and you should look it up.
Black rage?
Yeah, when
I've heard of
motherfuckers,
that.
motherfuckers snap. The fuck is you looking at? Oh, fuck you up. Motherfucker kill you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of pressure on us. But at the same time, oh, well, shit, he a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I expect that. No. Didn't know I was well educated
That's
either.
crazy that's what is expected of us.
Right.
To get hostile.
Right.
Loud.
And I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. I had to center myself because I'm like, man, one part of my mind was like, don't say nothing crazy. This man better not say nothing crazy to me. But the other side was like, yeah, we going around the counter, we gonna fuck him up. And I'm like, man, I got a lot more going than just this.
Right.
Like I'm actually setting the foundation for my future to not work for nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And I know this in the back of my mind, but the front of my mind was like, I'm gonna bust his shit to the white man. He say one fucking thing to me like I'm just some dirty nigga off the street. I'm gonna beat his ass. And it was an internal war in myself. I paid for what I got. He didn't say nothing crazy, and I left. You know what I'm saying? And that was the end of it. And 5 minutes later, I ain't thinking more about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, why did you feel like he was looking down on you, though?
But it was body language.
Body language.
See, 85% of communication is nonverbal. So when you see those cues, take it for what it's worth. If somebody look like they're going to do you harm or they look suspect, take that energy for what it's worth because it's telling you something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And those are environmental cues. So, the whole point of that was, yeah, I know what it feels like when somebody judges you just off your appearance. Now, if I walked in there in one of my suits, I'm sitting there with fresh haircut on, boo woo woo, like damn, I left the other car at the house.
Would have been a little bit different.
Of course
Demeanor.
he would have. He would have been kissing my ass. And then on top of that,
got a hello. How are you doing today, sir?
yeah, not only, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, and here's the kicker though. I got a whole nother card in my pocket that I didn't even activate. That I'm doing my best not to activate.
Right.
Because I just want the points from the credit. But he don't know that.
It's none
And
of his business.
that part. So it was like, motherfuck you. You say something crazy, I'm gonna fuck you up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was like, then it was like I had to dial back from my personal experience. It's like, man, dude, you ain't even worth it. You look like you're getting a little money, but you're living beyond your means because I could see the car outside. That's how I knew you're the owner.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You don't own a chain of these because you ain't here working. See what I'm saying? It's your bread and butter. So, you know what I mean? It was just like, but just don't do it. I'll kick your ass and go home. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's fucked up that's a reality.
That's how you have to think.
I know,
to move that way.
but see, my problem was I shouldn't have to think like that.
But you have to, though.
Nah, because he can't do shit to me but tell me no. I can
Right.
drive up the street and do the same thing somewhere else. See, I'm going to fuck up and spend money getting out of a situation I could have avoided by not putting my hands on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, I'm the businessman that he wants to be. See what I'm saying? So I kind of thought about it like, I'm going to tell you something. This is funny. Don't laugh too hard. I don't really care for Kanye West. Right? I don't like him.
You don't like Kanye?
Nah. Because he used my kind of music to get on. And then I knew you was.
And then he gets up here and he
Hey, leave her ass for a white girl. Get down, baby. Go ahead, get down. Nah, I mean, but I'm saying though, like, I don't really like his persona. I'm not mad at him. Get your money. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think me and him going to sit down and kick it. Like,
Right.
I would even do business with the motherfucker because he's very savvy. I like to see him get money. I like to get money. I mean, it's cool, but me and him ain't playing golf together.
I actually seen a thread on him like the other day, and I was laughing because he's very arrogant. Like, he comes across arrogant. So
I don't think that he's arrogant. I think that he believes in himself. And that's what I
yeah,
respect.
he said that.
Yeah, I respect that about him. And so that's what I was going to say. I respect that about him because people don't like 50 for the same reason. I respect
like 50.
that, but a lot of people
No,
don't.
but the way 50, when he has opinions on something, everybody might not agree with them, but Kanye West takes it completely too far.
Kanye West.
Maybe he just touches on subjects that nobody wants to talk about, and they don't
Nah,
like the same
I just think that me and him in a room. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm a Sway fan.
Okay.
He dissed the shit out of my man Sway. I kind of wanted to see him. You ain't got the answers, and I felt my man Sway. He was like, you put me in the position. You want to go outside or something? Like, yeah, I ain't Sway. I'll fuck you up, buddy. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like this. You know what I mean? I rooted for dude. You know what I'm saying? And I still root for dude. But at the same time, it's just that, like, I don't ever foresee me and this cat ever being friends, whether this shit blow up or not. My other shit blow and me and him need to have a conversation. Me and he probably rewind this shit. We ain't gonna be boys. You understand? Like, you do weird nigga shit to me. Excuse me, you know I don't like to use the word, but that's, you know. But I don't hate him though. I like to see him win. And at the end of the day, like I'm saying, is I respect his confidence in himself. Just like Jay, just like Cole, just like Z, Nas, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's doing something in their field at a high level, I respect their confidence because a lot of people telling you can't make it.
Right.
And I'm one of those dudes that a lot of people was like, yo, you ain't never gonna amount to shit. Cool, keep that, you know what I'm saying? Keep that energy.
Yeah.
Thank you. I needed that. You just put another battery in my back. I need that. You know what I mean? But you know, that's my whole thing about that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the idol worship, man, I think it's sickening. You know what I'm saying? Because some people could give a fuck about you. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I love people, I love my people. And I wanna see, you know what I'm saying, I wanna see like a lot of people get a fair shake, but I'm not going away to East Buttfuck to check for you if ain't nothing beneficial for me and mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a dick, but that's just what it is. It's called a spade a spade. So I don't need to post my every move. So that means I'm not checking for everything that you post. I'm not looking through your threads. I don't give a fuck.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand when you don't send me a like, I'm not going to fight you at the supermarket, at the swap meet. You ain't like my shit. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel like this, so I felt like sharing it. Other than that, it's a lot of shit that we don't share.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of times when you down in the dumps, you don't share that. You got to go home and meditate and recharge and you know what I'm saying, refigure some things out yourself, just so you don't feel like that again. You understand what I'm saying?
Sometimes the way that people idle the figures on social media is actually a downfall because they feel like they have to post everything and you can lose it just as quick as you got it.
Right. And see, and that's what people don't understand. Is like, first off, the people who created social media don't let their children on social media. So
They're
that's telling
barely
you.
on social media. The people that are running their pages are people that they hired to make their page look good so they can have this persona that they really don't have. Social media is fake. All of that stuff is fake.
I mean, let's be honest. When you know somebody that you see on a regular basis and they posting a lifestyle that you know that they don't have,
And I know a couple people.
you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy. It's hella crazy. You know that these cats is just what they call it, front for the gram. And see, I don't know about your generation, but my generation, we used to say, ain't no future in front.
My generation, no. It's like they just skip over that because they don't want to hear it.
You ain't got to hear it, because somebody going to come and pull that card. We going to be somewhere, you know what I mean? Sometimes you step on the right toe on some Dolomite shit, and my man got to pull that car, homegirl got to pull that car. Well, I thought you was on the grand, woo, woo, woo. They pull that card. Oh, nah, you know, now you feeling embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you should never put yourself in a situation to feel embarrassed. You should never put yourself in a situation where you got to apologize about some goofy shit.
Right. But nowadays, the way social media works, it doesn't matter if your car gets pulled. As long as it looks good, people gonna mess with you. That's just how it is.
And that's, you know,
That's sad, but that's how it is.
but that's the funny part, because
As long as you look good in the group photo, and you might look bummy every day, but as long as your outfit you got on the newest designer for that photo, you fit in.
But see, I ain't knocking that, because I mean, I think way back to the 90s and the 80s when it was just Polaroid pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, when we go out,
Right.
and we style it. You know what I'm saying? Like we together. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, yo, this is how we did it. So when we look back, like, yeah, you know, see how we was doing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And and I think back to that era, and I think it was more of a, you know, it was a lot. It's still haters. It's always haters. It's always haters inside each group. But it was more of a team thing. So I'm not gonna go out here and stunt and shine and let my peoples look crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all, when we go out, we all on the same level. So you ain't dissing my people because, you know, I'm from the era, they diss you, they dissing me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, they roll up trying to fight you, they trying to fight me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we at. But, it came to a point where it was like, shit, what you gonna do? She just knocked your food on the floor.
Right.
And her man saying he want to jump in and get parts of you. Like, shit, shit, what you gonna do? Like, nah, like, it ain't, wasn't supposed to be that type of energy. And I think we became watching these celebrities. I be getting to the meat of it because we dragging this one topic on a long time. I'm gonna get to the meat of it. The whole point of it is watching celebrities. We became a me culture, because when you on stage in front of the camera, it's all about you. But they keep it all the way a band. A lot of those people were selected, because it's a lot of people out here that got talent. Some people had the right connections. Some people got selected. Some people was on the casting couch, or, in those rooms they talk about in Hollywood, whatever. Some people did something strange for a piece of change. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Fuck it. I mean, I'll be outside.
You said I'd be outside.
I be outside. I be at the gas station, I go to the store and get my cigar. I buy Pampers sometimes. It's whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, fuck them. You know what I mean? Mother made them, mother had them, motherfucker. It is what it is. I'm not afraid of their feelings. Come on. You in a funny room in Hollywood. What you really gonna do with me?
No.
Stay away. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna stay away. I'm gonna avoid you. You're gonna avoid me. We gonna keep it like that. You know what I'm talking about? This ain't what you want. I'll beat the paint off your ass. But nah, you know, I think people should get back into more individuality and loving themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
We don't love ourselves enough. We're comparing ourselves to people who got millions of dollars and keep it a buck. Most of those people are suicidal and they hate themselves.
We're comparing ourselves to them because we want attention and we want to be loved. But how can somebody love us?
If you don't love yourself.
There we go.
But I ain't gonna front. I just want to wake up in a new Bugatti. I just want a new Bugatti. Nah, I can get it, but I ain't getting that shit. I'm too cheap. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it. I don't care how much money I have.
Oh shit, you got me fucked up. If I got that much money,
How much money we talking now? What
Listen,
numbers?
I'm talking about your son's grandkids. Man, see you let bugs in here. That shit is going crazy.
Oh, this the same bug T was scared of.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm gonna let him die with the AC. I ain't gonna stay. But I'm just saying, like, you know, you got a couple $100 million in the bank. That means my grandkids
Has money.
should be okay
Yeah.
starting out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I bought a new Bugatti.
So you like once you get your things in order,
I
you're
mean,
going to get your Bugatti. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? I might have to get on a private jet. You know what I'm saying?
Private jet.
And
You're
talk to
spending. This is money. You're spending money though.
I
This is
know,
money
but
you're
I got
spending.
more money that I'm not spending, that it's invested. So I mean, you know, as long as the money's invested. See,
Your
listen,
money gonna make money.
right? Your money got to make money before you
Right.
can enjoy life, and this is why people don't understand. Like, case in point, I was talking to my son one day. He might not even remember this conversation. We was talking about money. So you know, I can drive a brand new BMW right now. He was like, "Oh shit, why don't you? You know, you in high school." He's like, "Man, you know the girls will be on you. You know what I'm talking about?" I'm like, "Man, fuck them." Because an older woman told me one time, if a female can't see where I'm going, she don't need to be where I'm at.
That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? So I took that to heart because she didn't have to say that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, the amount of money that I spend on the insurance and the upkeep on the BMW or Mercedes, I can put into other endeavors in my life. Even this studio, it costs money. That's an investment.
Right.
Now, if I got real high price, you know, taste like that, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not able to expand my lifestyle because I like doing this. I like working in my other business. I like working on my job. I like doing things that bring me joy, and I like making money.
Right.
So I don't want to be ever boxed in. So if I do something like that, I will be boxing myself in because I'll become slave to that bill.
Right.
So, you know. What's going on, birthday boy, man? Come on, man. We're going to drink chances today. Go ahead. Pour me one more.
Yo, new piece to the universe. I'm double round right now, man.
You ain't going to pour me up? Yeah.
The
Go
Henny.
ahead. Put it right there. Go ahead. Right there. You ain't even got to get on camera. You just pour it. You take the cup, pour the cup.
We should get it.
I'm going to say peace. Yo, get in front of the camera and just say peace for your born day, man. You made another
Universe. If they don't know my voice,
Nah, not your voice. Show your
they
face,
don't know
man.
my voice.
You already got the hoodie on, son? Huh? Just go ahead and look in there and tell them peace, and you happy to make it around the sun
Yo,
again.
he just gonna keep making me. I gotta do it for my bro, man. What the
Yeah, just lean your head in here.
Over here.
Look, keep leaning your head in.
I see. I
Yeah,
see.
now
Where
you
y'all
see
at?
something?
Y'all down there? All right.
He lit, but anyway.
No, I'm not even in my.
Yeah. Look, he lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are back on topic. So as long as you stop worshiping idols, we good. But he kicking over shoes and shit. Anyway, yeah, sometimes, man, this little studio turns into what would you call it? It's not a clubhouse.
What did you just say?
I said sometimes this little studio turns into it's not a clubhouse. What would you call it?
don't know. You need to.
It's like an after.
Nah, you need. I'm gonna need for you to start. You need a brand. You need a name like a.
Y'all got the new generation. Y'all the marketing team. I just, you know, I do what I do. Yeah, we only got 2 topics going and it's 40 minutes in.
Sorry.
No, that's cool. That's a good build. So let's go ahead with the cop in the Breonna Taylor case got acquitted.
But we knew that was gonna happen, didn't we? Did you really think that he was gonna get some type of consequence? He did get a consequence, but not as.
What was his consequence?
They fired him. But I mean, he can get hired somewhere else.
Yeah.
All he has to do is move.
Apply, and that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? It's crazy because I'm about to go down the rabbit hole on you real quick. So
Okay.
I hope you can keep up, and I hope a lot of people keep up. See, the problem with this case was, unlike the George Floyd case and the Ahmaud Arbery case, it wasn't no independent footage, right? See, in the Ahmaud Arbery case, the dummy sent in the tape trying to prove he's innocent and is what convicted him, right? The George Floyd case, a lot of people, you on fire. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, better send out a message. So a lot of people in the George Floyd case, like everybody's seen it. You know what I mean? Like there's so many people out there on that main boulevard in that city that they all had their cameras out and they seen it. So the whole world seen it. You know what I mean? Now with Breonna Taylor, the biggest problem was, one, half of those police officers was they were plainclothes officers. And then the other officers, they had their body cams, but you think they really gonna let you get that body cam?
No.
See what I'm saying? And that was the thing for me. Because a lot of times when people are murdered, my own father, for instance, you think they ever gave up a body cam? They've been supposed to been wearing body cams since like 2G.
For a job like that, why wouldn't you wear a body cam?
Well, because they are the terrorists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And understand, that doesn't mean all of you are the terrorists, but you know who the fuck is in your police department who's a terrorist. You ever see that movie? It just came out last year. What's his name?
Some people apply with the intentions of being a terrorist.
Well, I mean, the FBI already said the local police forces are a hotbed for white supremacist groups. I mean, they said that. That's in their report. Oh, you got it? My man. You know what I'm saying? But they've been said that, right? And so knowing that, what's the name? His name, Nate Parker. He did that movie with Spike Lee about his son getting killed, and then the guy who was his the cop who killed his son's partner.
I've seen that.
Right. He was already upset. American Skin. Yeah, something like that. Great movie. But see, the point is, yeah, there's decent cops there, and they're pissed off at the other cops, but they're alienated for being a good cop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem. You know what I mean? And as we, the taxpayers, it's kind of like we're powerless upon rewarding these guys. You know what I mean? We can't reward them, but we can punish bad cops, and that's only when they get caught or somebody speaks up. It's a problem. Right. Our police system is corrupt. And at the same time, I'm going to keep it a band with you. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I feel like they're underpaid. You know what I'm saying? Because I have family members who are cops. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of fall on both sides. Like, I lost my father to cops, but I also have family members who were cops, who are currently cops. They are underpaid. So they're risking their life for meth heads and pill junkies. You know, people who tweaking out, but at the same time, people like me are losing family members behind some power-hungry white supremacists. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a fucked up situation all the way around. And we cannot expect justice from a system that tells you it's just us. And when they talk about us, they're not talking about us. You know what I'm saying? We the left out people. So we have to stop looking for Zaddy and then the rest of these motherfuckers to come and save us. only people can save you is you. You know what I'm saying? And as the chosen people, the original people, we got all the power. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, me and you gonna talk about that on a later episode. We just walking in here baby steps.
Okay.
So that's Breonna Taylor. So what we want to talk about next? I'm gonna mess with you on this one.
Oh.
Did you know that most Caucasus nations around the world worship original people or the Asiatic deities?
No, I didn't.
Did you know that the Pope comes up in the Vatican City and does a prayer in front of Jesus and Mary? But before he comes up, he bows down and kisses the feet of the Black Madonna child, who is nothing but a Set and a child Haru.
No,
You know that?
no.
Did you know that the Hindu people, which are mostly people from India, right? Red dots, black dots, all that jazz. And Gandhi was a super racist, you know what I mean? Look it up. Who hate us. Krishna is painted blue. Why? Because Krishna was blue-black. Who's blue-black? Right? And Krishna is translated as Asar, or Osiris, or the undead king. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, they worshiping our gods. Right? And then, I mean, it's just all over. Like Buddha. They changed Buddha to be a fat little bald head dude. Buddha is a little skinny dude with a wide nose and what's those, Bantu knots?
That's what they're called.
Yeah.
That's what they call.
I mean, I'm
You
getting,
got it right.
I be forgetting. But yeah, they was worshiping him. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they worship Buddha.
Yeah, no, I
to
didn't
live
know
like
that.
Buddha. Yeah.
They don't act like that.
Yeah, the first samurai was who? The original man. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't know that.
Man, listen, keep it a band with you. We created many civilizations. We created civilizations here in the far west, right, which they worship. We created civilizations of what they call Africa, you know what I mean? But we really call Kemet the land of the black. We created civilizations over there in Asia, which they call Af-Asia. That's why they call us the Asiatic. We created civilizations all over the world. Anytime you dig up something, you always find a big nose.
Black people really all have big noses. Is that a thing, or is that just something they used to say? Because that
I mean,
loses
we
me.
never thought about it as big noses until they came with their pointy noses, right? But to think about it, you know, think about it on another level, it's like that was just our phenotype. You know what I'm saying? That's how we recognize one another. You know what I mean? But it was only us. You feel me? So at the end of the day, as you know, the other races and ethnicities came into being, you know, they started having different traits, like super, I don't, it's not fine here. It's like just that little, you know what I'm saying, like little bullshit they got on top of their head. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It just is what it is. They just was different.
Right.
So after a while, they start trying to remix shit and say that we weren't what we are. Then they had to take pictures and you know, cast God is white and knock the nose off the Sphinx and things of that nature to try to trick, you know, it's called technology. They tried to trick our minds to believe that God was in their image. You know what I mean? But when you deal with it, and that's why you got a lot of our people that's going to church and they, you know, playing to a white Jesus. And so when you catch a motherfucker that know better, they be like, yo, there's no such thing. How dare you? You're going to hell. Bitch, we in hell. I'm a captivated person in a society that doesn't respect me that I'm building.
A lot of people that worship don't even really know what they're worshiping. It's just kind of passed down.
Well, because people go with it, you know, they just go with the action.
Go with the flow.
Yeah, they're not dealing with anything. And that's why I like I was talking to my doctor today, and you know, she's like, it's sad because just by showing up enough, you can get a degree at school. You don't even know what the fuck you're supposed to be studying, but they will put you in position to run some shit.
Right.
So let's say we're building this fucking 80-foot long bridge.
Okay.
You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're the engineer. You just showed up a lot.
Right.
Now the shit collapsed in the middle. You kill 100 people. This is the reality that we living in.
Yeah.
People are just doing things because it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? They have no interest or no real care about it. You know, at one point in time, like I was around enough elder people where they said whatever you do, you should be passionate about it. You should love doing it.
You did that I believe that.
Right. So me, you know what I'm saying, I'm all over the place, right? So what they would say now is that I have ADD. But what I would say from being well read is I'm a Renaissance man. Renaissance man is an astronomer, he's a mathematician,
The check of all
he's an
trades.
engineer, he's a military person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should know a little bit about everything instead of knowing a little bit about one thing and just saying fuck everything else.
Right.
Caution to the wind. You know what I mean? And I think that's why we're in such dire straits as the people, because most of us don't care about nothing. You know, I don't know if you ever heard this, and you're going to teach me something right now. I remember they used to say, yo, you don't need a safe in the hood
Why?
because you just put all your money in the books. Them niggas ain't going to open it. Niggas don't read.
What? Somebody said that to you?
Yeah. And I don't know any nigga that do read.
I read.
You're not a nigga.
I'm a nigga.
Definition of nigga is ignorant.
You're right.
So are you a nigga or are
I'm
you
not
a
a
woman?
nigga.
See what I'm saying? So I don't know no nigga that read. Ain't nobody gonna open none of those books. I got books over there that make you a millionaire. Close that door. I don't know nobody who's gonna open any of those books. Close that door. Yeah, I don't know anybody who's gonna read. Say what you gonna say. I gotta sign these people off because they about to fucking fall off. That shit is only an hour over there.
Okay. Dang, we didn't even talk about it.
Oh, we gonna finish on YouTube.
Okay, what should I say? Just bye?
No. You don't gotta say bye. Just finish saying what you gonna say. Because at
Oh
the
no,
end of
you
the-
was telling me. I was listening to you about the book thing.
Okay, yeah. Basically, a lot of our people, they want microwave information. They don't want to look for nothing. They don't want to learn nothing. They don't want to build nothing. They just want to give it to them. Basically, you know, that's where the adage comes is ignorant motherfucker nigga. You know what I'm saying? Lazy. And I ain't going to hold you out on one of my jobs that I do. I've been feeling that way about some of my people. I'm feeling like, yo, bro, you just showing up. And I understand, like I see through, I overstand their side. You don't want to do more than you have to working for an oppressor. But I looked at it from my shoes, the only way I can look at it from my myopic view is that's because that's all you want to do. All you want to do is work for somebody else. You're paying your bills. That's how you taking care of your family. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You can fuck off on a weekend because you're working for somebody else. My goal was to leverage that for another position where I don't work for you, but you work for me. See, good thing is most of them will never see this. But when they wake up and they're working for me in a couple of years,
They'll see it.
I mean, after they're working for me because they can't stop me. That's how I come to work. There's nothing you can do to stop me, right? There's not. See, I own my own company already. Can't stop that. This is my media company. They can't stop that. There is nothing they can do to stop me. When I come to work, if I'm better than you, you can't stop that either. You feel what I'm saying? There is nothing you can do to stop me. Now, if I come here and just be a nigga, half-ass some shit, if that shit falls down off the ceiling, it's gonna kill somebody.
Yeah.
It ain't gotta fall down today when I put it up there. It could fall down 50 years from now, but I killed that motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was just sorry and lazy at my job because I wanted to be a half-ass motherfucker. And that's what these motherfuckers is. I don't want no parts of it. I don't want you around me. We don't mix like oil and water. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do. 25% of what I do is better than 95% of what most motherfuckers do. That's how I feel about me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's kind of why I kind of like Kanye, but I don't like him. So, to my people on Anchor, we about to lose y'all, so we gonna go ahead and let y'all go. But I'm gonna tell y'all, all y'all gotta do is get on the A1 podcast channel on YouTube, like and subscribe, and boom, you can see all the footage, you can see all the guests that be on here, and you can put some faces to the voices and keep it going. So we're gonna let you go. Peace from me and Tink, and we're gonna keep rocking with the ones on YouTube. Peace. Yeah, that Anchor shit only lasts for about an hour.
Okay.
Over here, we can build as long as we want to. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they worship us. They use our information against us, and a lot of the time we're not savvy enough to look up anything. We take what they say to us at face value and just run with it, and that's why we always fucked up as a people.
Right.
So, you know, always do your knowledge, do your research. Don't take what I say, you know, at face value. Go ahead and look that shit up. All right? So, moving on. How do you feel about Ukraine? And what do you think it means for us as a people in this country?
I feel like what happened to Ukraine was prolonged because they've talked about it before.
What do you mean by that for some of the slow people?
Russia has made plenty attempts, has sent plenty of notices about how they want to take over Ukraine territory for a lot of reasons.
I'm with you.
It's sad, but it was prolonged. It was bound to happen eventually.
I put it like this. I think from the information I have, I believe that we've been daring them to take it over. And I'm like, I think it's a psyop because at the end of the day, people are getting tired of this mask and these shots and all that.
Russia
and
wants
staying
to
in the
take
house.
back what they feel like is theirs. They want that.
It's not even that. It's not even that because to stop them from taking it over, all we had to do was go ahead and say, all right, Ukraine, you're part of NATO. So all those countries in NATO, if Russia touch it, we're going to send a whole bunch of, you know, like Turkey got a lot of people.
Right.
Germany got a lot of people. Let them go ahead and fight Russia on the ground. We're just going to send them drones in, send a couple Navy SEALs and what's that, the Rangers. We're going to send some of them motherfuckers in there, some bad motherfuckers. And that's that. Yeah, we done with them. Then we're going to go on over to China. Shit, me.
Not that easy.
It's a lot easier than you thought.
It's not that easy.
It's a lot easier than you think. Because that's how they destabilize countries. See, the United States destabilized countries for the past 60, 70 years. That's what we do.
Right.
First, we send some spooks in, right? We send some CIA agents in there, you know what I'm saying? And,
To collect information.
well, now what they're doing is they're putting disinformation out there. That's what happened with the whole Arab Spring thing. So at the end of the day, yeah, told you it's his birthday. That boy cooked.
Real niggas united. Put the Hood Coalition coming soon to a hood near you. Stay tuned.
I forgot about that. I really forgot about that. This motherfucker brought out some 2002 shit. Why is he so loud in my mic? Why is he so
It was meant to be just let it happen.
I got live now. You want me to
No.
say what's up?
No.
Live and raw footage.
No, no.
The whole setup.
You gotta leave.
Go ahead and post this shit, man. Catch this shit, man. Like Nino said, man.
That's why I hide my money in the book. That's why I hide my money.
Like Nino said, man. Catch this shit.
Don't count. Hey, yo. Hey, birthday boy. Yo, birthday boy.
It's everybody's born day. You woke up, right?
That part. So what's the last book you read? My man. Okay. We gonna finish what we doing. You gonna finish what you doing. Then we gonna come over there and do it with you. I got you. Huh?
You can't use a bike to try to hide the laugh.
Yeah. Look, this is Born Day, man. We gotta love them, man. This our people, man. You understand? I forgot what I was. Oh. Yeah. Listen. It's lit. It's bro. It's Born
I'm
Day.
back to life now.
Yeah, okay. Yo. Yeah. But so what was I saying? Hold on. We got like three. Yeah, nah, we got like
We
three.
got like one topic after this.
Nah, we got
one.
two. We got the trans people
community.
and the
ne-
black family.
The best ones.
Yeah, the best
Best
one.
one.
Yeah, because we be kicking it, man. You know how
We're
shit
talking. We're conversating.
go. This nigga got a jacket on. It's 85 degrees outside.
Is there?
I didn't even. I was talking about you. Then I seen the puppy jacket. Whoa, what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I didn't actually.
Yo, why you feeling on my food, bro?
What they doing?
He sodomizing my food, bro.
Cut.
Nah, this shit is in there.
Not cut.
Yeah. Nah, yo.
I gotta go. Ain't no.
Nah, go ahead and do what y'all do. Hey, yo, like that mile, I'm coming out there. Go ahead, like that mile, I'm coming out there. We gotta build anyway. I'm not other than none of this shit. This shit's
Don't.
bullshit.
It's raw. You gotta let it go.
Like Eddie Murphy in the red suit. It's just raw. We going like that.
Real podcast vibes. That's what
Yeah. Can we finish our conversation? Cause we almost done. Yo, why he got a whole jacket on?
He's the only one who
He
didn't
sits
get
all the
food.
way up to the
For
top.
one, because you set me up.
You didn't give me a wood earlier, so
First off,
My nigga, this
you
can't
set
be
me
cold.
up.
I'm
You
just-
set
I'm
me
just-
up.
I'm just-
You told
I'm just
him
wondering
that
why he
we
got the
ordered
jacket. My nigga can't be
food from
cold.
Maria's, but only T ordered food.
no, I told him no. He's a liar. He just lied to you. I told him T ordered food, not y'all ordered food. Yeah.
Get the microphone closer.
Who lying? Who a liar? Who the liar? Who?
Hey, it happens, dog.
That was some DJ Jackson.
He's a liar. Like, damn, man.
I'm like, because don't be trying to throw me under the bus like I'm the reason he ain't getting no food, and you the reason he ain't getting no food. Don't do that.
And then
You know what?
he ordered
There you go.
some. She ordered. You know what? Fuck it. Maria's on her way for the third fucking time. Goddamn it.
She love this house.
Yeah, they love this shit.
Shit is real. Hey, look.
That's why I'm here.
Look.
That's why I'm here.
Hey, you can choose your friends, but you can't choose who you related to. You know what I'm saying? Shit is real. We trying to do something positive over here. We trying to get monetized.
Interrupt me.
Yeah, they
Throwing me
talking
up
about
underneath the
nothing.
bus.
They talk about straight nothing.
We make it sound. You gotta make it sound for you.
Yo, can I get my last two topics off? Like y'all
Does
been
Maria's
gone.
have chips in case though?
All of it. Fourth time. Because my food on this way.
Yo, can we finish? We got two topics, man. I mean, nah, cause I can hear your man on the motherfucking mic. It's
That
just-
sounded like a hiccup.
That's how he be sounding. Yeah, like that.
It's okay to laugh on camera.
It is very
Yeah,
okay.
you know that. That's me, nigga. That's me.
Yeah, that's right. Jetty Kiss,
That's why I'm me.
Jetty Kiss -0.5.
Be mad, nigga. Hit all you want.
I'm gonna hit you with the awkward sound when you keep talking.
Be mad, nigga. Hit all you want.
No, for
Y'all,
real.
let me shut up.
My nigga birthday, man.
That's how I look at you, Ty.
I'm off my food.
Yo, they keep trying to get in the middle of our shit. This was what happened.
That's what I do. I respect this man. I see what he do. He knows that. That's
That
right.
part, I don't know what happened. I'm with you. Yo, can I get my last two topics off though, so we can wrap though?
Let my man get his shit off.
Like, I mean,
Coke
we
in the
did
shop?
spend
Coke
like
in the shop?
he. Hold on. Yeah, we booing that. We just booed that. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
pour Coke in the shot glass.
That part.
It was on top of my.
Okay, anyway, we got two topics left, right? As you can see, the natives are getting restless. It is somebody's born day, so we do gotta kind of partake a little bit and turn up. But anyway, how do y'all feel about the trans community and their rights versus female rights versus our rights as a people?
Trans community versus female rights.
Yeah, like it's because he feel like he wakes up and he feels like
I'm
he's a
offended.
hoe. Are you offended?
I'm offended.
Because he said he's a woman too.
I'm offended. Because
He's just
one
gonna go
thing,
get a maxi pad for nothing.
you know that you don't even have to show any type of registration or medical information to be a transgender to go into a female restroom anywhere. College campus, concert, public, private.
See, that's what I'm
So
saying.
when you talk about trans community versus women's rights, I'm offended.
Because let's keep it real. Most of those trannies still got penises.
They do. You don't have to have the cosmetic surgery to be categorized as a transgender.
Right. So there was a story not too long ago about a transgender male who went into it was like a sauna, like a spa for women. And the women were going with their daughters and things like that. And homie walked in swinging, and he was offended because they wanted him out. And it was not the first time that he was arrested, you know what I'm saying, for public indecency, whatever. And, you know, then he tried to make it like the women were transphobic and they hated him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even that. It's like, yo, this is time and a place for everything. And I just think that if you feel like you want to be trans, that's your thing, and there should be a thing for you. You calling it a stigma, but it's not a stigma, because if my niece and my, you know, if I have a daughter or whatever, she go to the bathroom and your 6'5" ass go in the bathroom, I'm going in the bathroom right behind you.
I'm not offended that
I'm offended.
I'm not offended that a person wants to identify themselves
But that's a mental illness.
as, but that's not what offends me.
Well,
that part
offends
doesn't
me.
offend me.
That
What
offends
offends
me.
me is that I have to be comfortable with something that I'm uncomfortable with,
But see, that's the problem. That's why it offends me.
like sharing
That-
restrooms.
Listen, that's why it bothers me, because up until like 1955, 1960, up until 1955, 1960, it was classified as a mental illness. Now all of a sudden, yes, it was in the health journal. You know what I'm saying? It was a mental illness to be a, you know, I'm not knocking you. If you homosexual, that's cool. If you want to, whatever, but take your ass over there. As long as you over there, we ain't got a problem. See, and this is why I'm offended, because if the Asian population is 2% of the population, transgenders and homosexuals are less than that. But it's overly compensated for in society, whether it's fucking TV, whether it's sports. I don't want my daughter, my granddaughter playing sports and she trying to do taekwondo, and Billy, now he wants to be Jenny, fly kicks the shit out of my kid. You know what I'm saying?
Billy Brown wants to.
But this shit is for real though. Like hold on. Like homie loves.
Hold on, wait.
Yo, my bad. Yo, Billy wants to be Jenny now. I'm like, nah, that's
Cause that's where we at. That's what. Yo, hold on. Let's do the knowledge to this. Hold on. Fuck all that. Let's do the knowledge to this. There's a whole female MMA fighter that's a dude that's cracking the skull of female MMA fighters, bro.
That's a get rich quick scheme.
This shit is for real. This shit is happening right now.
All you gotta do is register for 2 years.
Man, listen.
A pervert could go register and say he's trans.
Right. And
Say that for 2 years and be able to go into any women facility
but
and do whatever
most
you want.
most of those cats that be around children are registered sex offenders. They're straight Jared from Subway. You understand what I'm talking about? So we sitting here giving these motherfuckers rights because they have a mental illness.
To make them feel better.
Man, fuck they feelings. You know what I'm saying? Look,
I want to go to MMA.
I'm from.
Can't nobody tell you. Can't nobody tell you.
That's how you feel?
Hey,
guys, look,
I'm a woman from this day
if
on.
that's how you feel,
And in 2
I ain't
years
about to
from
judge
this
you,
day,
nigga.
I'm signing up for MMA.
I ain't
I'm
about
gonna
to-
let y'all know I'm gonna be fucking them
hoes.
hoes. Putting them on they.
You say you're about to.
Yo, look.
I'm talking
Now,
about
wait.
I'm gonna give them a tropical smoothie. The
Yo.
sunrise sunset. Come here you go.
Why is it the tropical smoothie?
That's the name of the smoothie. It's called the sunrise sunset. That's gonna be the name of my move.
It
when I
do
slam
sound
on they
real
neck.
gay.
Hey, I'm a woman. I'm a woman.
Just
I'm supposed to.
being a woman don't make you gay. Though.
Hey, I'm bi. I'm a woman.
Whoa, see,
Yeah,
he,
I'm a woman.
he got a mental
Yeah,
disease.
nah.
You
I'm
know
a
what I'm
woman.
saying?
Hey, I'm a woman.
Listen, you either like one thing or the
Why you
other.
keep calling me he?
It's okay.
Why you keep calling me he?
That's a good.
That's the,
yeah.
you don't like your
Hey.
pronoun?
No, that's
Listen,
not
so
my
you want to
pronoun.
be a tomato
No,
now?
I want to be these there and he.
You wanna
Yeah,
be what?
I want to be a potato. And on Mondays I'm a potato.
You said you want to be a hot tamale?
Hey, no.
Yo, I can't with these cats. This is what
When I
I'm saying.
sign
I
up for
can't.
the UFC, please refer to this YouTube video to know that I
I
was a woman and always has been.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, for the most part, we can't take it seriously, but this is what these people are doing.
Yeah.
They are doing it, and they're like destroying.
That movie enough.
They're,
With
yeah,
J-Lo, my nigga said all I gotta do is
Definitely separating society.
That's like putting two whole slice in the ring with JoJo. Like, bro, like, yo, I'm gonna
Yo,
whoop
what?
their ass. I'm gonna whoop their ass. Bro, I would do that. I throw a little wig cap on, do it every day.
You hear this
I'm
shit?
talking about the cheap
you hear this shit?
$50. I'm talking about the
you hear
cheap $50.
But this is what I
Corner store
mean.
wig.
Now
Just
think
throw
of the
it on
men
and
that are
that
really
bitch
out here crazy enough to really do
no, they're
shit
doing
like
this shit. They are really doing it.
They out here in the women's bathrooms looking in the cracks of the stalls like, yeah.
Yo, listen. Your man Caitlyn Jenner had a straight vehicular homicide, right? They was like, yo, he got to go to prison, right? But then they was like, yo, yeah, put him in San Quentin. They was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? He's a transsexual, so he gotta go with the woman. Like, everybody's like, hold on, that shit
that
ain't
was
fair.
the case,
Hold on, but
hold
no. Everybody's like, hold on, that shit ain't fair, homie. He pre-op, like he still got to swing. You ain't going over there having fun while you supposed to be locked the fuck up, and the rest of us have got to do time and fight. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But that's a real
They
thing.
probably like, let me know what I need to say. Put me on game.
Right. So at the end of the day, basically when it comes down to trans women or trans people, they saying fuck your rights.
Yeah.
So then when you think about the whole letter community, the whole alphabet gang, they been said fuck all our rights, right? Like, I remember Genuine got in trouble for a transsexual man wanting him to consider him as a woman. Can you look at him? Can you imagine a transsexual? Yeah, put my card back in my wallet, little buddy.
Let's start there.
Hey yo, listen, we about to take a quick.
Yeah,
go
no,
ahead.
we about to get it.
Yeah, we about to get it in with this this training.
How long you had this for? Hey, you go to jail. I'm a woman, player. You put your hands on me.
I'm
you
from the
going
school to
down.
smack a bitch.
Listen, you going down. You my boy, stupid. Hold on, wait. And I identify as a white woman. You going down.
Yo,
You going down.
you heard what I said, right? Nah, she heard what I
He's
said.
serious.
Yeah, I know. He don't know. I grew up around
How long you had this, like
Slick
4
back.
years, 4 or 5 years?
I grew up around Slickback and them. like a Tribe Called Quest. Say the whole shit at one time. I love my salami sandwich better than I love that motherfucker.
Excuse me, y'all. Give me a second, please, so I can get ready to.
Yo, give me my motherfucking card, man. Hey, hold on. Hold on. I gotta take my shirt and
It's
pin.
the Crystal Lynn show.
Hold on. I
It's
gotta
the
take my
Crystal Lynn
shirt and
show.
pin and get active. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, he like, I know my
They just
son.
need to give me my own segment on here.
And get the glove.
Nah, say what you gotta say. Look, she took all the followers. She said, all I know, she was whispering. She was in the camera like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Follow me. I'll follow you back.
I'm gonna bring it out to the night.
This shit went from that, like,
And get the glove.
Hey, listen.
But when I say put your shoes on, I'm put your shoes on.
Nigga, go back. Buy one of those niggas sell Rapido
It's with your meal.
I don't think we getting this last episode off.
We're
These
not.
dudes is too turned off. They're too turned up. We only had the second half of this and this one. Oh, and 5G, my bad. We'll do that tomorrow.
Different
Let me
day.
sit down. Let me tell y'all.
Nah, how about we don't?
Net worth
He
of the
late.
black family. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
So tell us
What
right
is
now. The net worth
The
for the
average net worth of a black family is around $30,000 a year.
Now, less
And
than
I
15.
haven't Googled it. I'm pretty sure it's about $30,000. The net worth, how much are they worth?
19.
You said an average.
It might be less.
I'm a grown man. I make less than $15,000 a year.
Exactly. And I said
I gotta
30,000.
scrape
That's
that
the
house.
household.
For everything.
Exactly.
shit turn real
And I
real
just
quick.
said that, right?
Talk about
so,
money.
you feel me? Whoever else is in the household, I said 30,000, about around 30,000 a year. You feel
So
me?
tell them.
Okay, so next question: how does it affect?
No. Tell them how much it actually is.
Oh, it's lower than that. We're
lower
at the
than
bottom
that?
of the totem pole.
And I tried to give y'all some help.
It's
You know what
20.
I'm saying?
It's 2,400.
I
Yeah.
was close.
No, you wasn't.
What, 2,400?
Yes.
Yes.
We are at the
Liquids.
bottom of the totem
Liquid.
pole.
That's how much the average black family is
We're
worth.
at the bottom.
Ooh, I'm glad we above average. Hey, cut that out. Cut that out. Hey, cut that out. Cut that out. You ain't hear that part.
You got a little chip on your shoulder. You feel yourself
Your
now.
boy
Like,
said 2,000.
Yeah, he gotta re-look at that. I gotta scratch my
Not
head.
an individual, the family.
The whole
Hey,
family.
what?
So it's saying, look at it.
Okay,
Shut up.
yo,
Listen.
I'm what?
You're part
Only
of
a
the
couple
family.
superstars.
You're part of the family, right? So what they're saying is, all of us in this room right now, we just one family group. We could only pull 2,400. No, liquid. We're not talking about. We're not talking about what the fuck our assets. We're not talking about the assets, our cars, our cribs, our.
We talking
We're
about
talking
what's sitting in
about
the bank account?
motherfucking money right now that we could touch.
That's true.
Ain't no way, boy, ain't no way.
But
Shit.
when they say family, though, they think about a household, like a husband, wife.
Listen,
children.
that's a family.
They don't think about like 5 or 6 grown people. That's different.
Listen. What you know?
I hear what
You
you're saying.
trying to rationalize? No, I'm with you. Hold on. I'm with you. You trying to rationalize it? You trying to rationalize? Nah, but it's not
I
that.
hear what you're saying. I'm just saying. That's how I'm just breaking it down. That's what they mean by that.
No, I'm listen. Let's talk about. Listen, let's keep it a band. Let's keep it a band. Hold on. I got you. Hey, yo, Jay, I got you. Hold on. I got you. I'm gonna answer you. When they talk about us as a family, they talking about over 85% of us, right?
Over 85%.
Listen, the average black man makes less than 50,000. The average black woman makes less than 40,000.
Bro, they just told you
Yeah.
you
Go
only
average.
worth
I'm
the
talking
stimulus
impoverished.
check.
I'm talking about impoverished.
That isn't poverty, nigga.
They're
Listen,
in poverty. 30,000 is not.
Now I'm talking about niggas that can't get no jobs, don't have no jobs out here.
so did you live under a tent? Like you sleep in a tent and live under a bridge?
No, I'm not. Who?
People who can't get no job. That's where they live. Under a bridge.
Some people do that by choice. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to.
Yeah, but you got to deal with the reality. You missing what I'm saying. Like you missing the whole thing. The whole thing is, as a community, it's about 45 to 50 million of us in this whole fucking country, right? The majority. Listen to what I'm saying. Hold on. If you can listen right now, you can feel. The majority of us make less than 50,000. 50,000 ain't even getting to poverty. That's just barely scratching the surface.
Lower middle class.
That there's no middle class.
no middle class.
See, to be middle class.
That's lower class.
Listen,
I
hey,
see what you're saying.
listen.
I see what you're saying.
No, you don't, because middle class is 150 or better.
Okay.
That's middle class.
Okay.
So if you ain't making 150
According
or
to
better,
who, though?
according to a fucking America, nigga, let's do the knowledge. Yeah, so let's do the knowledge. Let's go ahead and rock like that. Because if you ain't got $150,000, you're fucking poor. You feel what I'm saying? You are poor. Now, some of us are higher on that level than others.
That's poor now too. Gas about to be $5. $5.
Gas
That's
about to
$5.
Listen, and then if you married, if y'all as a married couple ain't pulling in 200,000, shit, what you doing? That part. So cats is living in the fit. So the whole point of what I'm saying is, and the whole point of what our discussion was, motherfuckers living in a fucking fantasy world. They ain't living in reality.
Nah, fuck all that though. I'm about to go on.
Splurge
that Gucci right quick. Go step in some shit. I'm about to go to goddamn.
Why Jim Jones talking to me?
Exactly my point. You know what I'm saying? Because you know damn well I ain't doing that shit, but I'm speaking for
Yeah,
the majority.
but at the same time, he's upper middle class, and he acting like he's the 1%, and he's not.
Who's upper middle class?
See, if you listen more than you speak, you will catch on.
I thought you were talking about I'm still on 50,000. Yeah, I'm about to say who the
Yeah,
fuck
they
is the
stuck.
upper middle?
Yo,
Okay, let me-
we gonna sign off.
I gotta go home.
We was going in so good, we brought everybody else in. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get Tink back.
That's my cue.
Ain't no way.
Look. The fact that we making people think about the shit that we saying
Because
in
why
the
are they even
room.
talking? This was supposed to be my segment.
Tell them, go off.
This is supposed to be the
Tell 'em.
Tink segment. They went, what? What was said? Huh? Oh,
I heard
Bye,
this
y'all.
coming. Nah, man. Yo, at the end of the day, we was having a good build. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have this Tink back so we can continue expanding on this. Hopefully she gained some information. Hopefully other people gain some insight. I know that they gained some insight just by eavesdropping. You know what I mean?
I'm bringing topics next time so I can catch you off guard.
You won't, but you can do that. You know what I'm saying?
I want to hear your opinion.
Yeah, bring anything you want to hear my opinion in. I'll stay asking for topics. You know what I'm saying? Remember, like, subscribe, and share. You know what I mean? A1 Podcast. I'm your brother Tariq. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, yo, like, it's love, man. You know, we hope that we try to bring some clarification and help you on this journey, on this road called life. You know, we had some distractions today. It's the Brother Born Day. You know what I mean? So it's a little lit. But always peace and love to the universe, man, and we catch you next time. Peace.